Well, the rap scene is getting more and more interesting every day. It looks like the old school rap beef era is making a big comeback. All the big names are calling each other out, and they're not holding back this time. No more hidden insults, just straight up call-outs. And yes, we're talking about none other than J. Cole taking a shot at Kendrick Lamar in his newest song, 7 Minute Drill. Everyone saw this coming, but wow, is this situation gonna heat up even more? Let's dive into it. J. Cole has recently left fans in shock with his bold comeback in the rap game. In his latest drop, Might Delete Later, he directly responds to Kendrick Lamar's diss with a fiery verse on the song 7 Minute Drill. Right from the start, J. Cole tackles the issue head on. He kicks off with, "I got a phone call, they say that somebody dissing. You want some attention? It come with extensions." Here he's calling out Kendrick for seeking attention and hints at the consequences that come with it.
I got a phone call, they say that somebody dissing. You want some attention? It come with extensions.
J. Cole doesn't stop there. He goes on to critique Kendrick's career trajectory with lines like, "He's still doing shows but fell off like The Simpsons. Your first was classic, your last was tragic." He praises Kendrick's first work but is brutally honest about his disappointment with Kendrick's later releases. Cole points out the inconsistency in quality, acknowledging Kendrick's peak while also highlighting his own rise. "Your third was massive, and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind and I just now hit mine."
He's still doing shows but fell off like The Simpsons. Your first was classic, your last was tragic. Your third was massive, and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind and I just now hit mine.
Furthermore, Cole brings up Kendrick's The Heart series, noting the long gaps between each release, he averaging one Heart verse like every 30 months or something. He suggests that if it weren't for Kendrick's diss, there wouldn't be much to talk about, showing a mix of respect and readiness to challenge, "Blood don't make me have to smoke this cause I f with him, but push come to shove on this mic I will humble him." Cole's response is a clear message that while he respects Kendrick, he won't back down from a challenge.
He averaging one hard verse like every 30 months or something. If he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing him.
And this has got everyone talking. It's like a spark that might just set off a big fire in the rap world. J. Cole's bold move in 7 Minute Drill could be the start of something huge, like a wave of beefs among rappers that we haven't seen in a while. Think about what could happen next. Kendrick Lamar, who's always been about strong words and not backing down, might not just let this slide. There's a good chance he'll hit back with his own song, going after J. Cole. And knowing Kendrick, it's going to be something that gets people talking even more. But it's not just about J. Cole and Kendrick. Drake is also in the mix. Kendrick has already spoken out against Drake and J. Cole, and Drake has responded on social media. But if Drake decides to join in with his own diss track, things could get really heated. Imagine all three of them moving back and forth. It would be like old school rap battles, but on a whole new level. This is just the start, and it feels like the air is buzzing with what could happen next. Fans are super excited, waiting to see who's going to make the next move. If Kendrick hits back, or if Drake steps in, it's going to be a full-on rap battle that gets everyone talking. It's like we're back to the times when rap was all about the challenge, about showing who's the best with your words. With fans picking sides, this could get really big, not just in their songs, but all over social media and music talks. So we're all watching and waiting. This could be the start of a big showdown in rap, reminding us why we love this music. It's all about the challenge, the creativity, and seeing who can come out on top. And right now, it feels like anything could happen. But how exactly did this all happen? Well, Kendrick Lamar has been stirring things up big time, and he's not just going after anyone. He's set his sights on Drake and J. Cole. Yes, you got that right. Kendrick threw some serious shade at both of them in one of his latest tracks. So what did Kendrick say to get everyone talking? He made a surprise move by dropping some heavy lines on a track called Like That from Future and Metro Boomin's album We Don't Trust You. And man, did he come in hot. Kendrick didn't beat around the bush. He went straight for Drake and J. Cole with some pretty sharp words. Kendrick's beef seems to stem from a track last year where J. Cole mentioned the big three in rap, talking about himself, Drake, and Kendrick, and asking who's the top MC. Drake added his 2 cents, hinting it's just him and Cole at the top, kinda leaving Kendrick out of the picture. Kendrick's response in Like That? He's clearly not pleased. He says, "Yeah, get up with me. Forget sneak dissing." That's Kendrick calling them out, telling them to say things directly instead of hiding behind their lyrics. He lays it all out with, "Motherf the big three. It's just big me." Kendrick's making it clear he sees himself on another level, not just part of some trio.
Think I won't drop the location, I still got PTSD. The big three, it's just big me. Boom!
But Kendrick doesn't stop with just calling them out. He also takes a swing at their music, suggesting what they consider their best doesn't even come close to his work. He even compares himself to Prince, making a bold statement that his legacy will outshine theirs. "Your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack," he raps. It's Kendrick's way of saying he's going to be remembered as the greatest, long after Drake and J. Cole are out of the spotlight.
Your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack. Boom!
In simple words, Kendrick Lamar threw down a challenge to Drake and J. Cole, making it clear he's not here to play games. He's saying loud and clear he's in a league of his own and aiming to be the one who lasts the longest in the rap game. So, with these rappers calling each other out, it feels like we're back in the old days, like when Tupac and Biggie were the big names in rap. Back then, their battles were huge, and everyone in hip-hop was picking sides. They would diss each other in their songs, making fans go wild with every release.
I was the truest involved with Biggie's success. I used to stop my shows, let him blow up and do his whole show. I used to share my experiences in the game with him.
Before the shooting, they were very friendly and brotherly.
Peace and love. Here we go.
Today, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake are doing something similar. They're not afraid to call each other out in their music. It's a lot like how Tupac and Biggie used to go at it, with songs that had lines clearly talking about the other person. But even though it feels like the old times, there's a big difference now. Today's rappers are careful about how far they take things. They know the history and how bad it got between Tupac and Biggie, so they keep their battles to the music. They're all about showing who's the best rapper through their lyrics, not letting it get personal. Also, social media plays a big part now. Every time one of them drops a line in a song, fans are all over it, breaking down the lyrics and taking sides on Twitter and Instagram. This makes the beef even bigger because it's not just about the music anymore. It's everywhere online. This nod to the past, with rappers battling it out in their songs, shows us that competition is still a huge part of hip-hop, but today they're keeping it about the music, making sure things don't get out of hand. It's like paying respect to the old school ways while making sure the same mistakes aren't made again. So, what's next for this whole situation? With all the callouts and disses flying around, it's like everyone's waiting to see who's going to make the next move. Kendrick Lamar, who's already thrown some heavy punches, might not be done yet. He's known for his clever lyrics and deep messages, so there's a good chance he could drop another song. If he does, it'll definitely get people talking and might even take this whole beef to a new level. Then there's Drake. He's been mentioned in the mix, but hasn't really jumped in with both feet yet. Knowing Drake, he could surprise us all with a song of his own. He's got a thing for making hits that also serve as clever comebacks, so if he decides to enter the situation, it's going to shake things up even more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited that the decade's about to turn and we're gonna see who can, who can go that extra stretch, because it is really, I think for all three of us, it is the time to see who can transcend the generations, much like Jay did.
And let's not forget about J. Cole. He's already shown he's not afraid to respond directly. If Kendrick or Drake puts out something new, there's a good chance J. Cole won't stay quiet. He might come back with another track, keeping the back and forth going. Aside from new songs, this situation could also lead to some unexpected collaborations. Sometimes beefs get squashed and artists end up working together, surprising their fans. Who knows? This could all end with some amazing new music that brings everyone together. But no matter what happens next, one thing's for sure, the rap game is alive and kicking. These battles show that rap is still about competition, creativity, and pushing each other to be the best. Fans are definitely in for a treat as we wait to see how it all unfolds. So, what are your thoughts on all of this drama? With J. Cole stepping into the ring with his latest track, do you think Drake will hit back with a response of his own? And what about Kendrick Lamar? Will he have more to say? Between Kendrick's fiery verses and J. Cole's sharp rebuttal, whose lines do you think packed the biggest punch? Let us know what you think down below.